There we go, Malibu. We are live. Ah, all right, give it a few minutes. I think I might do some of these. We'll see how much time we have. Squeaky chair. I did not buy any WD-40 over the weekend. Okay. Let's see. That sounds like a creepy old house. Okay, hang on. I just got a call. Hello? 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 Well, it's Hubster. Let me go call him. Let me go do a BRB. We got cut off. Okay, I'm back. He called me. I told him to call me back if he found out. What happened was our trash pickup picked everybody else's up on the street and forgot ours. So he called him. He goes, "Oh, well, we'll be there tomorrow." So Hubster just wanted to let me know I don't have to run out there and put the trash can out today again. That they're going to come tomorrow. So, all right, let's see who's here. Hi, Janet. Let's see, Beady Eye Beth, Zeely. I've been enjoying your posts, Zeely. They've been good. Terry, Terry Bretts as well on IG. Pamela, Becky Hernandez, Kat, Linda Renz. Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all had a good weekend. It is Monday, right? So, yeah. Let's see, Adria. Yeah, Malibu was sitting down here on the floor this year in my squeaky chair. She goes, "I'm out of here." I did not buy WD-40 over the weekend. Sometime this week. Hi, Stephanie. Let's see. Cat and Paste. Cat and Paste has got some more videos up. Y'all need to go watch Cat and Paste YouTube channel. And so yeah. Let me get my voice going. I did bring up a banana. Let me take a bite of banana here so my voice doesn't crack. Hang on. Belinda. Happy Marvelous Monday, everybody, as Julie would say. I'm sure Julie, October is one of her busiest months. And with Halloween and the kids and all that stuff, that she not sponsors, but she volunteers and stuff like that. So she's very busy in October. So Julie, if you're out there, hey girl, hey. Let's see. My screen just went black. I did. Janet said somebody had mentioned the port for my cord might be loose or something. So I taped the cord into the port so it doesn't jiggle at all. Not that it could jiggle anyway, because my computer's on a different table. So it's anyway, just went black again for me. Hopefully it won't keep doing it throughout the whole stream. I'm trying everything I can to fix it. I've told StreamYard, so who knows? Maybe it's just what do you call it? Sun flares flicking it in. I don't know. So we'll just hopefully it's not too annoying. I did my nails purple and orange today. It's because we're going to do our pumpkin. Going to do the collage pumpkin. But first, before we do that, I already have everything cut out that I think we're going to need. I did go to the library book sale, so I have some library book sales. Hi, Anlar. I have some library book sales to show. Let's see. I think I've caught everybody so far. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend, did something creative. Um, and yeah, if you have any comments, questions, put them in caps. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top. If you have top messages, you will not see all the messages. And if it does look fuzzy, which on my end doesn't, but if it does go, fuzzy or anything, make sure that you click the little wheel and make sure you are at 1080p. I can't do that for you. So if you want it extra clear and HD, you'll have to go click the little wheel yourself and make sure it's at your highest setting. Hi, Aunt Beck. Let's see who else. I said hi to Beady Eyed Beth. Cal. Hi, Cal. Angie. You got Happy Mail. Okay. I guess it wasn't from me, Angie, because I don't have your address. So I don't know who you got Happy Mail from. Let's see. Don P. Belinda. Trying to catch everybody. So yeah, we're gonna do our pumpkin. I decided on kind of a flat pumpkin because it's easier to do on screen. I kind of picked out a bunch of images that I want to use on the pumpkin. I base coated it black, so you didn't have to watch me do that. It doesn't have to be perfect because after I've glued everything on, I go in and paint in between things and blend everything in, and then I varnish the whole thing because, like, look, you can't just paint it and leave it. See how it'll scratch right off. I like going right under my nail. You can't. It'll scratch off if you don't varnish it. So you have to varnish it at the end, or I do anyway. I varnish a nice shiny varnish. Yeah, I know it wasn't Angie. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you're telling me you got Happy Mail because it wasn't for me. Let's see. Marie, Laverne. So yeah, I like to try to catch everybody at the beginning of the first 10-15 minutes and to say good morning to everybody. So if after I start working and I miss you, don't email me. Because I can't keep up with chat 100%. Otherwise, we'd just be reading chat and not doing any projects. Let's see. I think I've caught everybody so far. I'll move my banana there. So I do have a thing of water. I mean, I got a bowl to put water in because if you want to do any kind of larger images like this, and I may still slice it in some places to give it a what do you call, not a pleat, but so it'll wrap around the pumpkin better. But if you soak it in water for just a minute, and I don't want to soak it till the whole thing falls apart, but if you put it in water just for a minute, it'll wrap. See how it's not going to wrap? So you have to kind of wet it down to get it to wrap around the pumpkin. So I got a bowl. I'll put water in that in a minute. I did get a nice card here from Zeely. And so I'm going to show that real quick. Let's move this way over here for now because it's going to suck the light out of the room. Let's see. Hi, Mark. So put it in caps if you're talking to me. And again, make sure you are in all messages at the top of the chat window. All messages. Let's see. I need to turn this just a slight. There we go. Card. She was thanking me for sending her. I don't know if she won or I think she won something. And so anyway, she sent this. Look at this. This is amazing. And where do you see all the stuff that she plopped in here? I mean, there's just all kinds of things in here. Papers, tags, all kinds of little stickers. Look at this on little what do you call it, pockets, and some tags. Isn't this awesome? Just awesome, Zeely. Just lovely. And some papers, some different ones. So very, very cool. It's going to be hard for me to want to use any of it because it's just so nice in the card. A little note, some velvet ribbon, and a little pockets, more little stickers. The vellum stickers are in here, and I'd probably use the stickers, but look, live specimens. But it just the whole layout, everything that you put together, Zelie, is just amazing. I mean, it's just so much too. Every little nook and cranny. Isn't that great? I just love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much for making this for me. It's just, is that cool, Angie? Yeah, it's very cool. Hi, Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Kitty Jen, anybody else I missed? So it's just so cool and so much in it. I'm tempted to put it in my Poe box. My box of Poe, um, my Poe book that I showed last week. I might do that. I might put it in my Poe book, in the box with the Poe book. I do. Thank you. And if y'all don't follow Zelie over on IG, she's an amazing colorist. She and Cat and Paste, I'm telling you, you y'all have to follow both of them. So, hi, Rachel. You put it in the Poe box? Yeah, that's what I think so too, Janet. Put it in the Poe box. So, yeah. But there's Zelie. If y'all want, I'm not sure if Zelie Green is her IG name or if it's all one word. I'm not sure. Zelie, if you want to put in the chat exactly your name in IG so that everybody can find you on IG. Okay, so let's see here. Let's move that over there so it's not going to get wet. Hi, Miriam. Miriam, are you back home or are you still out and about on the road? Let's see. Okay, so let me go ahead and start by showing you guys. Let me start by showing you guys what some of the books I got. Well, I think I'll just move it. The pumpkin is sucking the light off the table. It's just, I mean, I know there's some light there, but it's also just, it's so, the black takes the light away. And I know I'm kind of far away because of the pumpkin. So, hi, Ann Makes. I guess I could well, I'll just leave it like it is. So I'm going to show you, I got, the library was having a sale with the brown grocery bags. You can fill a grocery bag for $10. I probably could have got all these in one bag, but I'm supporting the library. So I got 2 bags. So 2 bags at the library sale. Let me go ahead and show you what I got. Some I'm going to cut up, some I'm going to read. Hubster got a couple of books himself. Well, I think one of them's downstairs. Okay, so it's a hodgepodge and a randomness of stuff. So y'all remember these big giant Walter Foster books for $2 back in the day? So remember all these books, they were all $20 for 2 big bags. Hi, Kimberly. Anybody else coming in? So, and Kimberly, I think Kimberly was one of the ones, and I don't know if Janet's watched yet. Annie and Denise have watched it, but I think it was Kimberly that turned me on to the new Matlock with Kathy Bates as Matlock. Now, if you do want to go watch it, they've only shown one episode. They have one episode on YouTube, and there's one episode that was on it comes on CBS on Thursday nights. I think it also comes on Paramount, maybe other places too. But I just set it to record now every new show. But the first one you can watch on YouTube. And if you put in CBS Matlock, you'll find it's like 48 minutes because, the commercials you can cut out, whatever. But you really have to watch the first episode online before you watch the second one. It sets a complete stage, and it's such a twist at the end. Janet, have you watched? You did watch it? Okay. What did you think? Don't give anything away. I'm not going to give any spoilers. But if y'all have not watched the new Matlock with Kathy Bates, oh my God. Sorry, it froze on me a second. You have got to watch it. It's just so good. It's such a twist at the end. And I told Annie, my daughter out in LA, I said, Annie, you've got to watch this. It's so good. She said, okay. She kind of said, okay, I'll watch it, for you, kind of like. And after she watched it, she went, "Oh my gosh, the end of it was such a twist." Right, Laverne? Yeah, you see, it's really good, but you have to watch the first episode first. You can't skip that first episode. You really can't. And it's free online on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and you can watch the first episode. Now, don't go watch it right now. I can see some of y'all running over there right now. Don't go watch it right now. Anyway, so when I saw Kimberly, I thought of Kim because I think Kimberly was the first person that I saw mention the new Matlock, and it's really good. It's really good. So, Adventures in Acrylic and Oil. And again, all these books were, I didn't pay individual prices for them. So, I just thought there was some cool things in here, like this barn. I'm going to be putting a barn in the back of my, in the background of my Inktober, my Ink Farm Tober. Hi, Rebecca. And I did post the new one this morning on IG and Facebook. So, my new Ink Farm Tober has been posted this morning. I did a bunch of pumpkins. I'm starting to fill in. Although I did yesterday, I think it was, I did the little Amish couple. And so I do have a few more spaces where I can put something about this big. Other than that, after I do about 2, maybe 3 more things this big, everything else has to be filler. So to fill in the background, but I am putting a barn in the very background. So anyway, I thought that might come in handy. So and I also was going to put a windmill, but I don't know if I'm going to put that in there. I put a water tower. I might squeeze in maybe I'll just use one of these. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I thought this was I just liked it. It's so random at the library sales. Just people have donated stuff, and you can fill a trash bag, not a trash bag, a grocery bag, a brown grocery bag. You can fill one for $10. And like I said, I did 2 of them. So there's a little buggy. There's another good barn. So yeah, pumpkins. I didn't even know these were in here, but I just made up my own pumpkins. That wasn't too hard to do. But anyway, this might be a good barn for a background. And again, I'm not putting in a lot of detail. It's just going to be behind everything. It's going to just be behind everything in the poster, which is 22 by 30. It's the same size poster as all my other posters. Okay, so there was that. Then I got this. Let's see, maybe I should move in now for a click, just till we get the books shown. Let's see. Hi, Joanne. Let's see. Halloween images. Want for junk journal. You can make a junk journal, Rebecca? I don't have that many. I don't have that many Halloween images. So this is an island diary of a year on Easdale, Garth and Vicky Waite. And this came out in 1986, I think, and 85. And it reminds me of that other one that's real popular that people buy to cut up and use. I cannot think of who it is right now. But it kind of looks similar to this. Maybe one is Diary of a Somebody, some lady, Diary of a something woman, or Diary of a something lady. Anyway, that's kind of what this reminds me of. So I just thought it was really cool. I've not read it or anything yet. I just got these books on Saturday. Oh, good, Melinda. Got your happy mail. Okay. And thank you, Ann Makes. Yes, Diary of an Edwardian Lady, Diary, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, this kind of reminds me of that. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Arlene. So anyway, it's it's dated. It's a diary type thing when they were at this spot, and I guess it's for a year. I don't know. We're in February. So it's just real cool. It's like a sketchbooky kind of thing. And, where they've written their notes about everything that happened. I thought, oh, this might be kind of fun just to read and kind of just, peruse. And, it's not like I don't have any sketchbook ideas, but, So I just thought this was really cool. And so, yeah, there's that. That was 1985. Where do I go? I got no in no particular order. I got the Wizard of Oz Life 75-year magazine, and it came out in 2013 because it says display until 2013. But it's a Wizard of Oz 75-year, and so yeah, I don't know if I'll cut this up or use it for reference or what, but I'm going to want to read it. I'm going to want to read all the history before I do anything with it. So yeah, I'll just do a quick flip here. So I know, right, Janet? I love this kind of history, and Hubster loves this kind of history too. He loves old Hollywood, and he collects books on all the old actors, old Hollywood, and biographies on the old actors and stuff like that. So, anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, was she holding? She was holding a chicken. All right. Then let's see what else did I get here. Sarasota, then and now. And then something like this is I'd be apt to cut up. City streets, buildings, old black and white buildings and things like this. This is good collage fodder. So yeah, this will be good collage fodder. Same thing for this. Seeing Earth from Space. It's kind of think this was made, yeah, Scholastic, Scholastic kids books. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. So yeah, so I like this kind of thing, like this. This makes awesome backgrounds for collaging. It's kind of like a jelly print, It's kind of like a jelly print type look, like this right here. This right here. It's really cool to use in collage. This, it's like farmland from the sky. So anyway, I thought this might be, some cool images for collage. So I got that to cut up. I got this. I had never read this. Janet's probably read it. Scott Adams' The Dilbert Principle. I'd never read this, Janet. It was just sitting there. I said, well, I'll pick this up. It came out 20 years ago or something, maybe 1996. So I'd never read this, so I picked that up. And let's see what else. This was Hubster got this. This was a John D. McDonald. He said it's a Travis McGee mystery, and he said he read this back when he was 19 years old. So this is like from 1969 or 70. This edition, I'm not sure if this edition is. Let's see when this one came out. But he said he read it back. See, look at all the Travis McGee books. Anyway, 1966. So I think he said he read it in 69 or 70. Anyway, so, and he had said he'd found a paperback of it, but he'd never seen a hardback of it. And so got him the hardback of this, so he'll reread that. All right, let's see. Then this, I just got it because the cover was cool and it was old. You read it years ago? Okay. The Scott, yeah, okay. So this was his book based on how the Scott Adams one, based on his business principles and his principles of life and how he, Dilberted from the cubicle. So I got to read that. This is called Apricot Sky, Ruby Ferguson, a novel by Ruby Ferguson. And this is from the 30s. So I got it just because it's old. I don't know that I'm going to ever really read it, but I don't know. Maybe. It's just it was old. So I got it. There's a bunch of other Ruby Fergusons. So let's see. This came out in 1952 was this edition. Um, no, copyright 52. This came out in 53. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like just a life story type book, I think, novel. Okay. Then I got this Aces of the Southwest Pacific. Again, it was sorry, my screen went black again. That's how I know I just should just stop talking for a second because it freezes up for you guys too. I don't know what I can do about it, guys. Like I said, I checked the plugs. I've checked my stream. What do you call it? Speed test is amazing. So I don't think it's the internet. I don't know what it is. So hi Tina. So I checked the plugs. I taped it so it wouldn't jiggle. Not that it jiggles anyway. But anyway, like I've talked about it till there's nothing else really to say about it. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, this is like old. Look at this old. It's very old. It's all about aviation, old aviation. All right, you're gonna have to get down, baby. Okay, old aviation. Um, like almost like newspaper articles. Well, this one is a newspaper article. I had not gone through the whole book, but anyway, there's some cool old airplanes in it. If I want to use airplanes, the book is not. They've glued pages together. They've glued things in. It's like they put a combination book. It's like almost like a scrapbook. It's like they put together a scrapbook, but I'll use the planes. I'll use planes like this, time travel and stuff like that. So anyway, let's see what year it was. See, this has been glued in. I don't even know if I can get to 1977 for this section, but they've glued different sections in here. So I don't know. Like this right here is really old. This is a magazine, quarterly review of something. And let's see if it's got a cover. So like I said, it's like a scrapbook where they put a whole bunch of different books together. Anyway, I thought I would use it because it's already been tore up and glued in, right? Let's see. Hi, Lady Jan and Tina saying good morning to everybody. So, yeah, they're going to be good for ephemera. Then I got this. I thought this was cool. Acts of the Apostles, and I love these old pictures of churches and vintage. There's not a whole lot of the old, calligraphy and stuff in this particular one, but there's some good pictures in here. So I really thought this was very cool. So I got that. Again, all these books I got them for $20 in the 2 sacks at my library. Then I got this humongous to the summit, and it's a big coffee table book. And let's see, what year was this one? This is all mountains, which it's kind of self-explanatory. 1998, and again, it's tons of pictures of different mountains and travel and. And again, it's kind of falling apart. Well, I think this is a fold out there. There's a fold out. So anyway, lots of, look, see, Matterhorn there, Iger. Do y'all remember the movie, The Iger Sanction, Clint Eastwood? I just saw that and thought of it. That was a good movie. The Iger Sanction, Clint Eastwood. I don't remember what year, 80s maybe. So that was a good movie. So yeah, so this is all mountains. Then I got these 2 books, and I've actually had these books before. I think I've given them away or sold them in a yard sale or something myself. But I picked them up because they all fit in the bag, right? Thank you, Tina. Rebecca. So these, if y'all ever remember Donna Dewberry's One Stroke folk art painting, I've actually had this book, and So you see, still got the patterns in it and everything, and the little folk art, and you did everything with one brush or two brushes, and you mashed and twisted and did all kinds of little tricks with your brush. Here's the pattern section. You see, and then they give you, and you could work on top as you put a piece of clear acetate over this, and you could practice over the top of this to try to get, the strokes down, different worksheets and different things. So anyway, I got that, and I don't know that I'll ever use it. I'll find somebody probably to give it to, but. Then the same kind of thing for this, the basics of folk art. Jansen, I remember Sonia, and it was Joe Sonia. Yeah, Joe Sonia. Remember, she had a line of paints. Kind of like Donna Dewberry. She had her own line. And sorry, my screen went black again. I try to stop talking when it goes black, so y'all don't. My talking doesn't freeze. Anyway, she had a line of paints out, and so yeah, I picked them up because. So this was kind of the rosemary. Anyway, there's a name for these the way they did these flowers. Rosemary. Anyway, it's probably in here somewhere. But anyway, some folk arts. Here's some, different colors and some color wheels, and then this is what I like is the ideas of the different. And Mary Altier does. She does a lot of this folk art. Hang on, I got a cat hair in my eye or something. Eye is itching. She does a lot of this kind of folk art kind of stuff. I sent her a book on the history. I think it was a history of folk art. I don't know if she ever used it or if it got put away. She doesn't remember she has it. Mary, do you still have the folk art book I sent you? So anyway, so it's very cool. It's got the little people, and this was real popular in the early 80s. Let me see what year this book was. 81. This came out in 1981. So anyway, of course, all the folk arts back from 1800s and all that. So anyway, two more. Let's see. I got this one, which is the Society of Fiber and not fiber. Maybe. Well, probably in here. Sculpture, Objects, and Functional Art. So of Chicago, and let's see, what year was this? Find a year, 2002. And so it's got all kinds of cool things that you could cut out, jars and vases, books. Look, there's all kind of cool stuff that you could use to cut out put in your collage. Postcards, collage. So, and I do have a lot of these kind of books. And antique books, which price guides and stuff like that, which those change every year, so they're really not good after a year. Do you like pin? I do a little bit. I have a pinup girl color book. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll pull it. Let's see what we're doing. Yeah, I see it up there. I'll pull that out here in a minute. Let me finish this. This is a handbook of arts and crafts, 4th edition. What year was this? 1961, and then it was republished. This is the 4th edition. So it first came out in 61, then 68, 74, and 78. So this is 1978 edition. And it's all kinds of crafts. It's got, here, let me read you the contents, some of the contents. So it's got ceramics, bulletin board ceramics, chalk, crafts, everything from paper mache, plaster, pressed flowers. I'm just kind of gliding through here. Anything crayon resist, batik, stencils, lettering, matting and framing, murals, paint and ink, and all kinds of chalk, felt tip, drawing sponge. All kinds of drawing paper and cardboard, printing processes. I'm just reading, the headers. Sculpture, stencils, textiles. And then it's got about 10 or 15 or 20 of each thing. So there's all kinds. I'm just going to go through it and see if I can get some, refreshing things to come to mind, and I'll put them in my own Society of Idea Collector notebook if something strikes me out of here, you know. Watercolor, sponge painting, finger painting, drawing in ink, murals. I used to do murals. I used to do, I don't say it professionally. I did it as a side hustle when I was working in visual merchandising, and I do murals. Well, y'all seen the mural. I have a mural room next door that I did about 20 years ago in the other room, but I used to do murals back when murals were popular. Kids' rooms, animals, forests, zoos, Noah's Ark, all kinds of things like that. I still have some pictures of them somewhere. I'll have to dig them out. But anyway, chalk textures, like rubbings. So I'm going to go through this and just kind of, peruse it and see. Hi, Joyce. Let's see who else. Okay, so I think those are all the books that I got. And Rebecca was asking me, let's see. I think I've only colored one or two in this book, but I've had it for a while. It's up here on on the shelf with the big things that don't fit anywhere else. A coloring poster book. And they're removable posters, and they're drawn by famous, I'll hold it up and kind of go slow so you can see the names. But they're drawn by famous comic artists and illustrators. So if you want to stop and freeze it, I don't have to freeze it. It'll probably freeze anyway. But anyway, it shows the names of the different artists that have drawn these in here. And I have done a couple in here. So I did this one, Little Red Riding Hood. And I do them with alcohol markers mostly alcohol markers. So there's that one, this one. And I added some glitter to this one, some stickles. So, but anyway, see, I haven't done that many in here. They're big, and, it's kind of hard to do them on camera. But, if y'all ever want me to do another pinup girl, I'll do another pinup girl. But they're based off fairy tales, Like here's Toto and, Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, their take on it. And, so, and I've had this for quite a number of years. There's Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland. I ought to do her. She's going to be fun. A little Red Riding Hood. So. And then this is my sheet to keep in between or, behind so that they didn't bleed through on something else. I don't even know what year these came out. Don't know if there's a date on the back. Let's see. 2020. So these came out in 2020. So yeah. And it's a big book. It's let's see. 16 by 12 by 16. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what else. I think that's it as far as books and stuff that I want to show you, so we can get to work on the pumpkin. I think I should probably move. Well, maybe, yeah, I'll probably have to move back. So it's going to have to sit on its side. Now, I do have to say, when I'm working on the pumpkin, I'm going to be propping it up, and it's going to be hard to see some areas and stuff while I'm working on it. But I just do it on camera because I do it one every year. And so, hi, Kathy Berg. And okay, all right. Kathy's listening while she drives. I think Janet said she got your postcards in. Don't forget, guys, today's the last. Well, officially it was on the 19th, but Janet said she'd give it a day or two for the postcard swap. Y'all have had, has it been 3 months, Janet? 2.5? Anyway, she's going to show the new ones today at 1:00 when she comes on. All right. So y'all make sure and watch Janet. So let me just put a piece of paper under here. So like I said, I already painted it black, which just painting it black is not enough to, let's turn the brightness down. This is going to flash out. To protect it or anything, because you can see the paint will scratch right off. But I just wanted a base coat. I'm going to glue these on and then varnish it, so it'll all be varnished. I'll try to make a little short with it, like I've done before. With the at least last year I made a short of it. The years before that we didn't have shorts. I just posted, a series of photos. And yeah, let me get a sip of my water here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I already cut everything out, or pretty much cut everything out. So let me just show you the things, and I don't know if I'm going to use it all or what, but I've kind of cut things out. And so it's more than I'll be able to fit on there, but we'll see what I'll do with it. So like I probably won't use both dragons. I'll use this one. And then I got some scenes here and this in the castle. And then I just got some little images that I cut out that'll go on top after I get all the other stuff glued down. So yeah, set that to the side. I also did paint some more discs. We'll see if we get to that today. Oh, here's another clock. And Kate Curry's. I think these are the 3 books that I pulled from: Dragon Ephemera, Medieval Ephemera, and the Time Ephemera. And so those are the books that I pulled from. I do have something coming. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and it's going to be here Tuesday. So one thing's coming today, one thing's coming tomorrow. So Wednesday, be here Wednesday. We're going to have fun on Wednesday. Not that we're not going to have fun today. But, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go put some water in this bowl. So just give me a second. I don't need a lot of water. I just have to be able to wet them so that they bend and fold. It's kind of like putting a dart in your clothes. All right, so let's just put that right there. I got some paper towels to throw everything out on. And let's see what I want to start with. I think I want to start with one of these. And I might have to cut and tear and fold because I'm going to paint it all in, So sorry, the black just flashes, takes the light right out of the camera. But I can't really do anything about that. So let's just move it over here. All right, so let's see. Oh, are you calling me, Janet? Oh, okay. Oh, Terry wants prompts. Okay, well, let's do that first then, because once I get crack-a-lacking on this, I'm not going to be able to stop. So let's go ahead and do the prompts. Yeah, I don't have messages turned on, so. Okay, so fantasy prompts. And Terry did another one, and Cat and Pace has posted a video. I just, guys, I'm just going to be honest. I just can't show everything. It's getting to be too frustrating for me to try to show everybody stuff, especially since IG doesn't work well for me on Wi-Fi in here. I have to turn off Wi-Fi, turn on data. And then people get their feelings hurt if I don't show theirs and I show somebody else's. So what I've decided to do is I'll shout you out. And if you want people to go find you, you are more than welcome to put your exact Instagram or Facebook or whatever name you want in the chat to promote your piece or your channel or your IG or whatever you want to do. You're more than well. You can't put direct links, but you can put the exact name and promote yourself. I do not mind that. I just can't do it for everybody. It was getting too frustrating for me. So I hope that will help you guys as well. Okay, so 500 fantasy, and I do let Terry pick the pages. So Terry, if you want to pick a number between 12 and 295, between 12 and 295, and here's the ones we've already picked. So, because Terry does all the prompts, so I let her. Thanks, Janet. Janet's putting in some direct links for you guys. If you want to pick, well, that's true, Tina. We all should be following each other already. That is so true. So 15. Okay, let's see. Page 15. Let's see if there's one or two things on that page. If there is, you can pick one or two. Let's see. There's two. So do you want one or two, Terry? One or two, because there's two prompts on page 15. I try to shout you out. I really do. I want to promote y'all and let everybody know about you guys. It's just that if I do it, then that's all I'll be doing, and we won't get it. I won't get to do anything fun too. Okay. All right. So here's the oh, no, there was only, did you say 15? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Number 2. All right, here we go. A dragon who hears voices gives the king an urgent message. Where's my dragon here? I have a dragon here. A dragon who hears voices gives the king an urgent message. So that's the prompt out of Erica Blumenthal's 500 Fantasy Writing Prompts Workbook. You can get this on Amazon if you so desire to do tons of fantasy prompts. The ISBN is 978-064-885-0212. And so, yeah, I got it off of Amazon. All right, so then the other prompts that we do are the bowl that I wrote out about. I'd say there's about 300 little cards in here. And I try to mix them up every week and then just pick a little stack. And we pick 5 off the top and a couple ones that flew. If even if you don't do the prompts right now, you should write them down in your Society of Idea Collector notebook or whatever notebook you keep your ideas in. And yeah, so here we go. I pull a stack and we take the top 5 and let's see what we got. All right, we got kiwi. I guess that could be a fruit or the bird. Y'all can interpret them any way you want. Teacher. Ruby. Pumpkin. Well, that's perfect for today, isn't it? And the last one, tape. Teacher, kiwi, pumpkin, ruby, and tape. So there's 5 prompts. You can use 3 or 4 or 5. You can use as many as you want and recombine them and make them, a story, an illustration, a comic, whatever you want to do, or just at least write them down for inspiration, for ideas when you don't have any ideas at your fingertips. So there we go. Okay, so let me pick this up and then we will start gluing. Let me get my matte medium out. Let me clean off one of these trays here. And I use the same matte medium that I use on all my collages. I just use golden matte medium. Thank you, Janet. Let's see. Let's get a brush here. And let's just clean off this. We'll just peel off this paint skins. Let me get a couple of baby wipes. And let me just dump those crumbs off there. All right, so we are going to work on our pumpkin. I do one of these every year. Keep a baggie over your jar so you don't glue the lid shut. I got my water over here. Got my water here to, dip these the bigger pieces in to make them fold and form around the pumpkin. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Tina. All right, so let's see. Now I have to decide what I want to do. I want one of these two to start, if not both, like one on each side. Okay, and again, some of it will be torn off, some of it will be painted over, covered up. But I think I want one of these on each side, and then maybe a castle in between and a dragon. I think I might, I don't know which, I like this dragon. It kind of contrasts, it kind of goes with the castle, the colors, you know, but I really like this color theme. What do y'all think? Which dragon do y'all prefer? Which dragon do y'all prefer, one or two? Knowing that this castle is going to be on there as well. Which one do y'all like, one or two? I'm kind of going toward this one. What do y'all think? Two? Yeah, I think so. I think we'll go with two. All right, so let's kind of make some room here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, let's start with the castle. It's a little smaller. Let's go back over on this side, and it's all going to be wrapped around. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I got my water over here, and I got my paper towel here, and I'm just going to dip this in water. Just get it wet. I'm not oversaturating anything. I want it moldable. I just want it moldable. Okay, so now I'm going to take my golden matte medium. I think this brush is too stiff. I need a what do you call it? A foam brush, I think. Let me find a foam brush over here. We go. Foam brush. It'll be easier to do this pumpkin with the foam brush. Okay. So I'm going to get it all the way here. And I might have to stop and dry in between because I can't have a wet area touching the base or it'll just peel everything off. So I'm probably going to have to prop dry as I go. Let's get a little bottle of paint here and prop that up underneath. So, and then we'll see how much time I have. I might do some more giveaway the little discs. I did paint a bunch of them black to do some giveaway. All right, so this is, now that this is wet and flexible, right? So I can kind of put it here and have it mold around because it has to mold into the creases, if you will. Okay, and you got to kind of be a little gentle, and it will wrinkle. You'll have wrinkles and stuff, but that's just what happens when you're trying to fit paper around a pumpkin. All right, this could probably use a little bit of a seam, if you will. A dart. Could probably use a dart right there. Okay, so, and I will paint the everything to meld and blend everything together, just like I do when I'm doing a regular collage. I'll probably paint this gold. I might have I did pull some stickles out, might put some stickles in. We'll see. Now I got to be careful here. I can't over rub and over brush because then the paper is going to start to tear. Okay, so you only can do so much with it, and then you got to rely on painting everything in. All right, so there we go. That's minute. Let's kind of go over here. I can kind of see wrinkles, and I can kind of mash out some of the wrinkles. But you really want to take your time with this. And this is one of those projects where I know I try to rush through a lot of things on stream that I normally wouldn't rush through, but this is not something I can really rush through. Yes, he takes the pumpkins. Unless Cameron's going to be home for Halloween. If his tour of his contract with Yellowstone is up and he'll be coming home for the winter. He loves my pumpkins too. So if Hubster can grab it before Cameron, then he'll probably take it to work. All right. So I think I am going to take a minute and just go ahead and dry it a little bit. So let's go ahead and plug in the gun. It doesn't have to be 100% dry, but I really want it to at least set in, you know. Hi, Tori. Piece of wax paper. And I've used wax paper, but it's the same thing, Tina. The wax paper will still pull on the paper. It'll still because of the glue. It's I mean, I can peel the wax paper off, but you're peeling away your paper too. So you just really can't have it laying on anything, you know, to really yeah, wax paper is better than this, but I'm not going to let it touch anything until it's dry. What is Kim? That's a mat beating. Hi, Messy Palette. Let's see. What did Kimberly say? Let's see. Shelly, Tex. I'm sure I'm missing some people, but I told y'all once I get crack-a-lacking, I might miss you. Okay, so I think I have it good enough where I can at least, you know, I'm just going to prop it up on jars like this. All right, so now let's turn it all the way around. Just make sure it's kind of propped up on these little paints, just so it's not touching anything. I just have to be careful. I'll take my time. Take my time with this. All right, now I think I'll do the dragon on this side. So I think I'm going to tear a little of this off here. Can always glue it back in. All right, so now I'm going to take this and dip it in the water. Lay it over here on the paper towel to absorb most of the water. And let's go ahead and put the matte medium on this side. And I just base coated it with black acrylic paint. And that's just for there to be something on the background. Oh, my screen went black again. It will just have something on the back until I start painting in. And again, I will be varnishing everything because this, look, see, this just scratches right off. So you really have to varnish it to keep it, you know, covered. But that on top of the paper won't scratch off. So let's see. And I said, Ann Makes, Joyce, am I missing anybody? All right, so now let's see. Let's kind of make sure this is kind of dry. Well, I mean, not dripping. And I'm going to put him on here and just kind of take my time to mold it around, mold it on the pumpkin. And you'll have wrinkles. You know, this is not something you can scrape flat, you know. But by the time you varnish it and put some paints and, you know, doodles or drawing, you know, there's a lot of things you can do. You're not going to notice the wrinkles. Okay, so I want to make sure it's as flat as I can get it. And then just, you can kind of feel where the, you know, not the seams, but the dents in the pumpkin are. So you can kind of mold it in there. Okay. But don't do it too much or you'll be, got a little bubble right there. What you'll be doing is you're going to be rubbing off the ink if you do it too much. All right. So kind of, you know, You can always, if you rub something off or mess something up, you can always go back in and paint it in. You can fix it. It's a pumpkin. I did see, and I told y'all about it a week or two ago. I saw a hack on decorating your pumpkin, and what they did is they took the metal cookie cutters. Like, let's just say you had a metal cookie cutter bat. Okay, a bat that's the tin or metal cookie cutters, the old ones. I don't know if they still make them anymore, but anyway, and what they did is they um they drew around it and cut it just enough to get it to like attach a little bit to it, and they took a rubber mallet, and hammered the cookie cutter into the pumpkin, and it made the hole in the shape of the cookie cutter by hammering it in with a rubber mallet. It was really cool, and it made all the shapes, bats or whatever. I don't remember what they did, but it was really cool. There's a little bubble right there. I don't want to mess up the little. Hang on, let me. I can read chat while I'm drawing. Hi, Lisa. Yes, it's pumpkin day. If y'all want to see all the ones I've done over the years, they are on Instagram. One year we did Lord of the Rings. One year we did Star Wars. Okay. Now let's turn it. I still want to try to keep it as best as I can up on these, paint things. Oh, it's pretty good all the way around. Just so it's not, well, there it goes. So it's not touching the table. I know it looks like a hot mess and it's hard to tell anything. Yes, it's a real pumpkin, Angie. It is a real pumpkin. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and get some. One year I did a fake pumpkin. I think it might have been last year, but I think that was the only year. Every other year I've done real pumpkins. So Janet, how's the quality of my video, even though it keeps cutting out a little bit? Is it still clear and look high quality, even though it freezes every now and then? Or y'all, somebody else can tell me. Okay, it's still on the jars. All right, let's see here. Do I want? I can probably just do this whole thing. Let's do this one first. Okay. So I'm just going to get the whole paper wet. Come over here and put it on the paper towel to get rid of some of the water. Looks great. Glitches are barely noticed. Okay, good. Well, I'm not going to mention them anymore. What I try to do is I try to stop talking when I see it go black, and it only lasts like 2 seconds. So, if I just stop talking while it glitches, it should be okay. All right, so let's get both sides here. All right. Let's see. So I'm trying to mold it around the pumpkin. Kind of like that little guy there to be really noticeable. So kind of fold it around, mold it around. But yeah, when Hupster takes them to work, they all have a fit over them. They love my pumpkins. Let's see, I don't want to cover up that castle, so let's tear that. This is what I mean, but you might have to tear some areas. So I didn't want this piece over the top of that castle. So okay. And you just got to kind of mash the wrinkles in, because there will be wrinkles because you're molding it. Try not to get bubbles is what I just try to not get bubbles. I'll just go this way so that they all go one way here. Okay. All right. All right, let me dry this a little bit. Well, you just got to do it, Dan. You just got to throw it on there. After I get everything glued on, I'll probably set some of these jars up over to the side and let it kind of sit for 15 or 20 minutes. And maybe we'll do some of the little discs and just let it kind of, settle in a little. And you can use the wrinkles to your advantage. Like in this one particularly, it's going to really work out. See, this guy's kind of going through this cave, this like time tunnel or something there, and the wrinkles are kind of all coming out from it. You can go over those wrinkles with gold, and y'all know my favorite gold. Where is it? Sitting over here somewhere. Where did I put my gold? Here it is. The Kuretake gold mica. Or if you want, the only thing I can't do this today because, or I could do it at the very end. But if you put any stickles or anything, you've got to they take a few hours to dry. So if you do anything like that with stickles, very cool glitter glue, if you will, but you have to set it aside and let it dry. You can't touch it. They do, Kat. And thanks everybody for being here. Lurkers up in the balcony. Hi, Marguerite. Anybody I might have missed? I said hi to Messy Palette. Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society. Rhonda. Is that Messy Palette? Is that Rhonda? Okay, let's do this other side here. So let me go stand up. So prop it up because I know there's still wet spots on the bottom. Uh-oh, I got my drag in there a little bit. Okay, let's see. Let's prop this up here. Let's get another one. The pumpkin is not perfectly cylindrical either. It's got a bigger side and a smaller side. So, but y'all know I'm going to be painting on it any place that I don't like something. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one wet. Okay. And then I have a whole bunch of little pieces cut out to go on top after I do the painting. They're fussy cut out. Okay, so let's get this done. Then I'll make a spot where I can set this aside. And we can do some discs for giveaway and let it just kind of rest a little bit and let it just kind of settle in a little. All right, here we go. All right, let's see here. Okay, again, I'm going to try to kind of start from the top and mold my way down. Uh-oh, don't want that over the dragon's face. So let's tear that away. Tear that away from the dragon's face. There we go. Tear it away from the castle right there. Trying to kind of be careful because the paper's wet and it'll rip real easy. It's thin. So I'm trying to be careful. Like right there. Okay, I just feel. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, let me see. Where's my baby wipe? Here we go. The pumpkin. Thank you, Jen. I'll probably, when I get done here, before we do a whole bunch of stuff, I might go take some fingernail polish to my hands because that's the only way I can get off the matte medium. And I've literally got my hands in the matte medium today. All right, I want to tear that. See, that's kind of a little piece right there. All right, there's our start. All right, now, move this out over there. Move the matte medium. Let me hit this with the heat gun. Hi, Jen. And hi, anybody coming in. Thanks for being here. Okay, we got to start. So, and I got my other little pieces are cut over here that are going to be on top. I've got all this. This is all going to go on here at some point. The little watches, the people. But I fussy cut them out so they'll go on top after I've painted things in. These people will go on there. But I need to find some other stuff to do for the discs because I want to do some discs. But in the meantime, let's move the water over here. Let's move this dragon. Let's do. All right, let me see where I want to move this. I gotta find another piece. Oh wait, I got that thing right there. Let's. I'm gonna take some of these paints. I'm gonna take 5 more paints and put it over here on this thing I have sitting over here, and let it prop up. I'm gonna prop it up over there. So let me move it so it's not touching anything. That worked out. Now let's move these paints out of the way until I bring it back. Okay. There we go. Now we'll zoom back in. There we go. And we'll do some discs for giveaways. All right, let's lighten it back up just a tad. All right, now I got to find some things to put on there. Let's see, maybe some things out, a little watch, or I don't know. See, it can't be too big, you know. And then I'll, could put some dots and, oh, thank you, John. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. John's our official Oak Island streamer. I mean, streamer and video, and YouTube and Facebook. If you are into Oak Island, I'm telling you, you'll need to follow John. Thanks, John, for supporting the channel. I'm going to do some little collaging today. I'm working on a pumpkin. Thanks for supporting the channel, John. I do appreciate that. John's on every Tuesday with updates before the new season in November. Hi, Sandra. Let's see. Tina's saying good morning to more people. Bye, Miriam. Brenda A. said hi to Tori. Sandra did a good show yesterday on Sunday, talking about her trip to Australia and her classes with Jane Davenport. So if y'all want to check her out later. Let's see. There's Tina's putting in John's YouTube channel. What else am I going here? Scrolling. Okay, let's cut out some different things here to put on. Like this will be good, I think. Yeah, that'll fit. Watch. Let's find 6 different things here. Oh, here's some cute little. I don't do too much cute, but these sometimes these are kind of cute. Let's see. Let's do this one. That's a good one. This is a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are too big. Oh, that's pretty. And I'll kind of not fussy cut them too much. I can paint them in. There's 5. One more. That one's kind of cool, kind of robotic. Okay, so there's our start for those. And that's out of the time ephemera. All right, let me get my small scissors. Now I can kind of watch chat a little bit while we fussy cut these out. Hi, Devin. We're working on a pumpkin, but we took a break from the pumpkin for a minute to do some of these. Maybe I should do some stenciling on the backgrounds. That might be good. Let's see. Let's pick a stencil. Let's go with Devin's fish. I won't now. It's not gonna. Not fish eye. Dragon eye. It's not gonna. You're not gonna probably see the dragon eye, but we'll go ahead. Make it a background. All right. Let's see here. What do we want? How do I want to do this? Do I just want to? Probably just. Let's see. instead of jelly plating, let's just get a foam thingy here and kind of put some gold paint. Let's see. This one had matte medium on it. Don't know if that'll peel real easy. Try to clean up, make a clean palette here. And let's see. Let's get, do I want gold or what about another color? We could do copper. Let's do copper. That's rose gold. Well, rose gold might work too. Will probably not show up very well. Let's see. Where's my copper? Here we go. Worn penny. I'm going to do worn penny, which is a copper color. And I can edge it with my copper metallic pen. Y'all still with the tour? Let's see. Hi, Desert Nana. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hope the grands are doing well. Hope everybody's doing well in your neck of the woods. Wherever that is now. I don't know if you still live in the same place, but nice to see you. Okay, I'm going to pick up some copper here. And you don't want too much because otherwise it's going to seep up under the edges. So I'm just going to put the dragon eye in the middle, but it's probably not going to show because I'm going to put something on top of it. But the scales and stuff will show. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. So this is Devin's stencil. You can get it at PM Artist Studios. That's where she designs for. That looks really cool. Look at that. We might have to use some of this scaly bits on the pumpkin. We might have to try to stencil on the pumpkin. We'll see. You know, the stencil on a round surface is not as easy as it may sound. But all right, so let's do all 6 of these. That's cool, right? And a very dry sponge. No water in the sponge. Don't use a sponge that has water in it. And it's very light paint. You can see I'm just barely picking up anything here. Yeah, it's cool. I like the stencil, Devin. I really do. All right. Again, dabbing. Don't rub because you'll get it up underneath the stencil. And Devin streams on Wednesdays at 2:30 Eastern. Janet comes on today at 1, and she'll be showing the rest of the postcard swap. And then she'll be swapping them out in the next couple days. So y'all should be getting your postcards in the next few days. Or if you're international, maybe a week. We hope. You know, we always hope. Okay. Those are cool. Look at them looking at me. They're looking at me. All right, let's see. I'm kind of trying to center it, you know. Okay. Again, a lot of it's probably going to be covered up because I'm going to put an image on each one, but it'll be nice to have those scales on the sides, I think. Have the scales showing on the sides. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put this in the water, but if I want to do anything else with it, I'll have to get a different sponge because it'll be wet. It'll be sopping wet, and you don't want to use on a stencil. Okay. All right, let's dry these real quick. Let's dry them. Yes. It dries pretty quick. Acrylic paint. Okay, now what I want to do is I might fussy cut some and I might just paint around some parts. We'll see how it goes because some parts are going to be really tiny and I'm not going to want to fussy cut all the way around them. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to kind of, like this one's real easy to fussy cut around. This one, not so much. I'll have to paint in that because I don't want to cut around all those leaves. And what else could we put on these? See what I'm saying? Or it could go this way. This one almost goes better that way. But I thought these would be fun. Like in the middle there, I'll paint that out rather than cut that out, I think. But I think the people that have received some of these have liked them. The couple people that I've heard back from. Hi, Mama 4. Cat, maybe cats. Are you talking to me, Anne? I'm not sure. You're talking to me. Put cats on this? I'm not sure if you're talking to me. So rather than cut in there, I'll just paint in there. Let's see, do I want to turn it sideways like that? I think that's working out kind of good. Having it go this way rather than this way, because that really completely covers it up. Not that that matters. I mean, that one's okay on there. But I just kind of think the black on the edge like that almost gives it a Saturn ring effect. Okay, so here we go. On this one, I'm going to kind of get kind of close to those rays, and then I'll just paint in the rays. Now, they'll show where I've cut. That's the thing about if you use the scissors instead of tearing, you will be able to see when you paint those cuts. Whereas if I tore it, it won't show as much. But then I can't get quite as close in either if I tear. But you can get these wood discs. Y'all know I've shown y'all the big ones I've worked on. You can get these discs. These are the small ones. Well, I think there's one small. I think these are, let me see here. These are the 3-inch one or 3.5. And I think you can get a 3, 3.5. Let me show you the different sizes. And then there's, let me get back here because I got my new ones in progress here. I'll pull these two. Let's see. Here's the bird one. These two. I'll show them again because, you know, why not? All right, here we go. So the different sizes are these little ones. And like I said, I think there's a 3-inch and then this is a 3.5. Then this one's a 6-inch. This is a 6-inch one. And these are from the ancient civilizations. This one, these next 3. And then this one is the 8-inch, 8 or 9 inch. Is it 8 or 9? Might be 9. Might be 9-inch. 8 or 9-inch. This one. And then the 14-inch is this big. The 14-inch is this big. Hi, Pamela. So these are the 3 sizes. Well, other than this size, these are the 3 sizes that I've been working on. So there's those. I'll show you the ones that, well, not all of them. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I'll show you some of them. Here's the Egyptian one. This is a 14-inch. 14-inch. Here's a C one. That's a 14-inch. Then here's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland type one. And here's the birds. This is one of my favorites. It's my upside down world. That one. And here's another medieval one. I love the one I gave Samantha. It has books on it. And then here's the one that I did last week on stream. This is the newest one. Did this one last Wednesday, I think? Monday or Wednesday. Anyway, this is last week. So I put them on plate holders. They're sitting on the wrought iron plate holders. Hi, Jolu. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. All right, let's keep rolling here. Again, this is another one I'll have to paint around. So let's just kind of cut right all the way around here. I'll just paint inside that one. Yeah, it's going to cover up most of the stencil, but that's okay. Same thing for this one. Let's just cut that part off there and cut pretty close, and then I'll paint in the white areas rather than try to fussy cut each one of those tiny little leaves. Then we'll pull the pumpkin back up and work some more on the pumpkin. I like this robot one. Might fussy cut this one. So everybody's been working on something creative, starting the holiday creativity mode. If anybody wants to talk about anything they're working on and where they've posted it, if you want to talk, share it out. I do have something different. Well, it's not that, I've done this kind of stuff before, but Wednesday, if my stuff gets here today and tomorrow, Wednesday is going to be fun too. All right, so there we go. We got that. Now let's go ahead with the leftover. I'll have to probably get out some more matte medium, but I'm going to go ahead and put these down on here. I'll scrape them, I'll mash them down well here in just a minute, because I'm not soaking these in water. Make sure I get all the edges. Hang on, I'll look at chat in just a minute. Which way did this go? This way. Janet, what are you going to do today besides show the rest of the postcards? And then I better look at chat because she'll probably answer. Working on an en masse glue book. Okay, Stephanie. Those can be fun, and they can be they can take as long as you want, depending on how much you put in them, right? If you have an Instagram, put your Instagram name in there, or YouTube or whatever. You can put your name in there, and we can find it later. I go back and scrub through my chat to see who I've missed. Not sure yet. Might paint an extreme carved pumpkin. You might paint an extreme carved pumpkin. Do you have an extreme carved pumpkin, Janet? Have you already carved one? All right, I'm not sure. No, other people try. I paint. Oh, okay. You're going to paint the picture of a pumpkin. Okay. I thought you meant you were going to paint like I'm doing on a collaging on a real pumpkin, but you're going to paint a picture of a carved pumpkin. Gotcha. Okay, they're pretty mashed down. I didn't really have to take a card to them. You want to, if it's anything bigger than this, you're going to want to mash it down with a card and get any wrinkles out. I don't have any wrinkles, I don't think. Let's make sure. Did I get a bubble in that one? That's the biggest one. No, I think they're good. All right, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to try to wash some of this off my hands. Take a quick break, and then we will paint in these. I'm going to go around the edges. We'll do a giveaway, and then we'll bring the pumpkin back. Bring the pumpkin back. All right, I'll be right back. No Malibu in here to get in the matte medium. Okay, got a little bit off. I'm really just gonna have to take fingernail polish remover to it to get all the, Let's see. Sip of water. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Gun over there. Get a thing for some paint. So I can clean this one off a little. All right, let's get some black. Oh, that's green. Green. I picked up black. Do I have black right here? Let's get this down here. Don't need much. All right. Let's get a little brush. Okay, let's paint these in real quick, do a giveaway. All right, so any place that I missed either cutting or didn't feel like cutting, I can go in here and just paint it in. This one didn't have much, so this one's pretty good as far as, painting things in. Same for this one. This one really doesn't have anything to paint in. All right, this one, around that little leg there. Inside here. Okay, this brush is, I got to find a pointier brush. Let me see over here. Get a small pointy. Let me go around. There we go. I don't see anything in caps, so I guess y'all are good. Yeah, I painted, I sketched pumpkins this morning for my Inktober, filling in. I have lots of areas to fill in with smaller things. I have room for about 3 more large things, and then everything else has got to be small. All right, so there, see, just paint it in. And anything else that that's good. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to go around this. Yeah, put it in caps if you're talking to me. Anybody? Let's get enough paint on there. And paint around these little leaves. I love doing all the details when I collage something and get in there and put little tiny stuff and little, paint out, reverse collage things out. So yeah, Cameron will be home toward the end of the month. He's living his best life out at Yellowstone. He's probably going to go back in the spring. But it's real cool. They go out there for 6 months at a time. I think that's the contract. They go out for 6 months at a time. They live in a dorm. And of course, their pay, their pay is based on, their living expenses too. But he makes good money. So, and he likes it out there. He likes the friends he's made. He's made some good friends out there. And they go camping and hiking and, all kinds of cool, outdoorsy stuff, which he likes because he's not a people-y person, even though he'll work in the people industry. But he likes to de-people, like de-stress. November 3rd, Tina. Yeah, clocks fall back. So, but anyway, yeah, y'all know during the holidays, I like to do, coloring in cute and creepy and doing the pumpkin and the collage and Inktober's in October. This is my 10th year of doing it. Hopefully I will complete it by the end of the month. And then we start going into the, I love doing like the Christmas animals, drawing like on paper like this, drawing Christmas animals. And let's see, what's Cameron doing? He's working in the hotel. That's what they all do out there, work in the hotels out there. Well, unless you're a park ranger, I guess. And he had some good friends that have gone out there. They've been out there I think this is their third or fourth year that they've gone out there. And they kept telling Cameron, come out here and work out here and live out here for 6 months. And he just kept putting it off, putting it off. Of course, he went and got his, his license, for, doing hair. And he did all this other stuff, trying to find a creative kind of life, if you will. Because, he's very creative. And, they kept trying to get him to go out there, and he put it off for a couple, 2, 3 years. And this last year, last May, he finally went out, and he's glad he did. I think he really is liking it. So he'll come back for the winter, and then he'll go back out probably in the spring. Almost done here, guys. It's these little ones here that I got to get, kind of tight in here. And this brush has got a little bit of a fuzz on the end there. I should change brushes. I go through the brushes. But I don't buy expensive brushes. I have some nice sable hair and stuff like that for when I've done oils in the past, but they're rolled up in a roll and I don't use those. These are just cheap craft brushes that you can get at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Okay, so you see going around that edge, and I can put some little swirls and things around it. Yes, he is Cat and Pays. And of course, Samantha, Athens. So, and she's in fashion merchandising, and I think she really wants to write. She wants to write about, like work for a magazine or some kind of a, fashion place and do writing and marketing. That's what she likes to do. I mean, she doesn't want to design clothes or any of that she has said. She's more into the marketing and writing. But she made the dean's list. So she's doing something right. And she works, as many hours as she can when she's not in class. Okay, so there we go. Oh, we'll come back to work at Samsung. No, probably not. He'll probably just, do some, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he'll do, but no, he won't. I don't think he wants to do. I think he got sick a lot from peopling. I don't think he wants to be messing with people's hair right anymore. At least not right now. So I've known people that have got 4 COVID shots and had COVID 4 times. He's one of them. What are you going to say? It's not a vaccine in the sense that it prevents you from getting it. That's for sure. Everybody that I've known's got the shots, has got it. So, yeah. So I think he's had it. I think he's had COVID 3 or 4 times, and it gets off of working on, working so closely with people, So yeah, yeah, they are Cat Pays. Let's see. Yeah, he's been fine though. I mean, it's just I think he's not wanting to be, especially in the winter. In the winter when everybody gets flus and stuff, he doesn't want to be around people that closely. When you're doing hair, you're way closer than you are practically in anything else, unless you're a doctor or a nurse. You know what I mean? Unless you're a doctor or a nurse, you're not working as close to people as you are with their hair, right? So, yeah. I think he's done with vaccines. And again, we're not anti-vax. Trust me. If it's a vaccine that really prevents you from getting a disease, we're all for it. Okay, so there we go. All right, I think I might leave that background white. Let me just make this circle better. But I tell people, you do you. You do whatever you think is best for you. You know? All right, there we go. I think I'm going to leave that white in the back. Tina. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Dana. Let's see. Am I missing anything? And builds movie sets. Yeah. Well, Cameron actually wanted to go to. He wanted to go to. Well, he thought about. Let's say, he thought about going to SCAD, the Savannah School of Art and Design here in Georgia. But I think last I checked, it's $50,000 a year. Yeah, nobody wants to pay back $50,000 a year to learn how to, you know, paint a canvas or. I mean, this is just me. These days, you can learn so much on your own. I don't know. That's just me. Don't email me. Yeah, I think it's something like that, Tina. So, yeah. So we just try to pay for school as we go in this family. So yeah, so and even when he visited there, he said no, it's not for him. He said it's not for him. So yeah, but okay, so I think we got the backgrounds there. Now let me just go ahead and while this is kind of no, let me hit it with the heat gun for just a second. Let me do that real quick, just to make sure. Okay, now I'm going to go around and then I might come in here with some other colors like here on this one with the blue and the yellow, you know, but I got to get a better brush. This one's got little hairs, you know how they get. I need a newer brush. Let's put it that way. I need a newer one. That's not got little flyaway hairs. Let's see. I got lots of brushes, but I'm looking for tiny ones. There we go. I'm looking for a tiny one. They're harder to find in the jars. All right, so let's see. I want to get maybe some teal. Let's get some teal, and maybe I got the copper and the I think the teal will be good. Let's see. Let me find a good teal. Oh, here's a metallic teal. Do I want metallic teal? No, I just want teal. Teal. Let's see. Here we go. Let's get a mermaid tail. I think is my favorite of the teals. All right, let's just put a drop of that out. I shook it up really well too. All right, so let's see. And maybe this one, might need a little bit of yellow for that one. Or you know what? I have not used and I need to use more my acrylic markers. I should be getting out my acrylic markers. Let's see. Should we go for that? Let's see here. Now they might not be small or pointy enough, but we'll see. Here, I'm going to pull this down here. Well, let's go into some markers. Okay, so I have a couple kinds here. Y'all know I have the Grabby Duals, which they are two-tone. They have a lot, you know, two shades on one. They're dual tone, and I love these. If I was going to recommend one acrylic marker to anybody, it would be these Grabbies because they're two-sided, dual tone, and the brushes are really good. And I also have the Artex ones, and I do have both sets that they come in those blue boxes and pink boxes. This is both the sets. Both the sets are here in this. So, but let's see here. Let's not put it in front of the microphone. But let's see here. Let's look at, let's try on the yellow here. Let's get this yellow and maybe this yellow. Let's see which one. And let's see what we can do here. So let's see how I can do some little swirls and little, because this is acrylic paint. These are acrylic. We'll just put a little blendy there. Don't use these enough, at least not on stream. I need to use them more in private, and I need to use them more on stream. So that's kind of cool, right? Okay, let's see. Let's do a blue, like a gray blue or this blue. And I will varnish these as well. Like I am, varnish all my collages that are finished. Well, I would like to have them all varnished. I don't varnish. I've been varnishing all my discs, but I haven't varnished everything in my, well, I have varnished all my new collage journal. I have varnished all those. I'll show that again here in a minute. And I do varnish all these little things that I send out. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, these brush, that's a nice sharp tip. It's better than I was getting with the paintbrush. All right, and I'd separate them out by pinks, purples, blues, neutrals, and grays, greens. I just put a rubber band around them. These right here, somebody said, I think it might have been Art Journey, Art, what's her name in UK? Art Journey? No, that's not it. Anyway, she did a review of these Artex ones, and I think it was her that said that they want you to store these face down. So I store these face down. They're only one-sided. These are dual tipped. So the dual tips I store on their side. So let's see. Let me turn them. It's got a little brightness. Let's turn the brightness down just a little. I'll have to change it again when I bring up the pumpkin. So I do like that. So what I'm going to do, let's just work on one at a time here. These would make awesome coasters if they had a strong coat of varnish. Yeah, maybe. I guess they would. I'm not, whoops. I can't promise you they're going to have a strong coat of varnish, though. I mean, I put one layer, one coat. I guess, if you were going to make some Christmas gifts or something for somebody, if you were making a set for, one of your family members or something, then I would definitely recommend putting at least, I keep going off the edge there. I usually stay right on the edge. Putting, varnish, a couple coats of varnish. And then what I'll do here also, I'll let this sit for a minute, because if I start playing, it's going to smear. But I'll go along the edge here. I'll paint the backs after I varnish. If you do these little discs like this, don't paint the back until after you varnish the fronts. And that's because, I'm going to fix this a little thicker around the edge. If you paint the back, like I paint all the backs of them black, and I don't varnish the backs, but if you paint the back and then varnish the front, and you get any varnish, because I use high gloss, and you get any of that on the back, you're going to make a shiny spot on the painted back. And you'll have to paint over it, because that's the only way to get rid of it. So I don't paint the backs until after I varnish the fronts. So I don't know. I kind of want, you know what? I want to try to, let me do something else here. Let's do a little, let's take that color again. I'm going to do something else here. Is that this? Yeah. No, I think it was this side I was using. It could have been either one. But I want to kind of do a little, I'm going to do some little swirly bits here. Just because I want to test it out. Let's put some lighter in there too. And then on the other side, see, I think that turned out kind of cool. Right? I like it. All right. We'll have to make sure and hit it with the heat gun. And so anyway, I'll varnish them, but not till, I mean, I'll paint the backs, but not till after I do the varnish. Okay, let's see what else now. Let's go to the next. What time we got? 10. Okay, I'm going to have to get crack-a-lack in here. I might have to finish these. I'll give them away, but I might have to finish them later because I want to get back on the pumpkin. All right, let's go here with a little bit of this orange. Let's just highlight some of this. I don't know. I'm just playing. And then, of course, I want to go around all of them with copper. I won't take the time to do that right now. All right, let's see a teal color here. Let's go with this. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit on here. To freehand a circle. And I'll go back on the inside with black. Yeah, I'll play with them some more. But I wanted to just, have some at least started to do the giveaway. Let's see. This, I think I want some of this kind of a peachy rose. And put some dots in there. All right. And let's see, what else can I do real quick? Something on this one. Need some more gold around there. Or a gold color. No, that's not, it's too tan. I'll have to just use a gold pen. Well, I'm not going to take the time. It's going to take too long to do that much. Because I want a gold around that edge. And I'll have a gold handy right now. So, all right, we're going to do a giveaway. And I'll probably give you a little piece. I need some kind of a ribbon. Let's see what I got over here. What do I have over here? I have this blue. I have a dark blue. There's some red. Let's see. What else do I have? I mean, I have all the, what do you call it? But those don't match, I don't think. Maybe the copper color. This color might match. Let's see here. Let me cut a piece of this off. For little hangers. These will be good for little hangers. And I let y'all, I send them to y'all, and y'all can glue them on the back and make little hangers yourself. Because I can mail them flatter if I don't glue things on the back. But let's cut 6 of these down. This color is kind of a copper color, so it kind of matches, kind of matches these. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. All righty. Then we'll go back to the pumpkin. All right, let me move these out of my way. Have some space. And again, I'm going to go around them with this, and I might go in here with some, where's the one I did? Okay, this one. Like some copper stickles in there. So, but that's got to all dry. And then I varnish them. And so y'all just have to take my word for it that they're going to be cool when you get it. With one of the little hangers on it. Okay. Now I'm not going to let y'all pick. It's just going to be random. Let me move this for a minute while we do the giveaway. Let me just this is what I'm going to do. So again, they're not done, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn them all over. And I'm going to put somebody's name on the back of each. We'll do 3 US, 3 international. And I'll finish it and send y'all out a cool little disc with a little hanger. Y'all see me, we've done these before. All right, so let's do this. Let's move this over here to the side. All right. Let me see. I need a Sharpie. Where's my Sharpie? Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, so y'all know how the giveaways work. We'll do USA first. So USA only. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100, one number only. First 3 people with the closest. Let me get my iPad over here and bring up random.org. Hang on. Random. Okay, so we got our random.org, our little generator over here. Okay, set that right there for a minute. So when I type in go, put USA only, 1 to 100. First 3 people closest without going over will get one of these. Then we're going to do the same thing again for international. Okay, the first 3 people international. We're going to do USA only. Okay. Don't change your numbers. Don't move don't take your number out and put another number in, because my mods will say, no, you are disqualified. I try, Tex. I try. Okay, so let's see here. All right, there we go. Come on, there it goes. Okay. I'm going to sip of my lemon water. USA only, 1 to 100. Lurkers, come on. The black screen again. Lurkers, come on. It only does it for a second, but I see the black screen. Y'all don't see the black screen. Okay, so yeah, I might use some of these on the pumpkin. I don't know yet. Let's just put them in here for now, so they're not rolling off the desk. And I got some paint colors, and I got to glue on my little other extras on my pumpkin. After we do a little painting, a little this, a little that. Okay, and we might do some stenciling. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. All right, I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 1. All right. There we go. Here we go. First 3 people closest to 27 without going over. And if everybody went over 27 or not enough people, only, 2 people or whatever, I'll pick you another number. So 27. First 3 people closest to 27 without going over. I'm going to scroll all the way back. Y'all can help me. Y'all can help me. Okay, so I see Zandra had 17. I'm looking for anything under 27. Desert Nana had 18. Zandra had 17. I'm scrolling. I'm looking. Stitch It Pam had 18. Scrolling. All right, so I think this is how I think it is. Y'all let me know. I think Desert Nana had 18. Stitch It Pam had 18. And Zandra had 17. That's an 18, by the way. Y'all double check me. Desert Nana, 18. Stitch It Pam, that's a Stitch It. And Zandra, 17. Y'all double check me. Is this right? And Desert Nana, I don't know that I have your address, so you'll have to send me your address. Okay. Stitch It Pam, Zandra, and Desert Nana. Okay. All right. So Stitch It Pam. So I do have your address, don't I? Stitch It Pam. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I have 3 Pams. So if you don't mind sending it to me again. I know I have Zandra's and Desert Nana. I don't know if I have yours anymore. I used to. I don't know if I have it anymore or if it's even the same. All right. So there we go. So Stitch It Pam. If I've not sent you anything in 6 months or something, then send it to me again because I have 3 Pams. And I want to send it to the right Pam. Thank you. Okay, here's my email, guys. Let me get back in here. There we go. There's my email. Email me your address. I know I have Zandra's, of course, but so y'all too email me your address again, and I might throw in some other little goodies. So, all right. So there's the U.S. Now let's do the international. Okay. International only. Okay. Wait till I type in go. When I type in go, same rules apply. Give me a number. Thanks, Tina. Tina, you're so good at this. Next up. Oh, I love you, Tina. Okay. International only. One number only between 1 and 100. Okay. First 3 people closest without going over. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to pick a new number, obviously. I'll pick a new. Let me have a bite of my banana while I'm sitting here. They're going to bring the pumpkin back up and do a little work on it. Good lemon water. Hi, Raul. Raul, oh, no, you're international. You can put in, Raul, did you put in a number? Raul wins a lot. Oh, he'd already put in a number. Raul wins quite often because, he plays all the time. And yeah, so see how I have to get that. This has to come off with fingernail polish remover. The matte medium. The matte medium is hard to get off your nails and your hands. So I just take fingernail polish remover and get it off. I did paint my nails orange and purple today because we're doing the pumpkin. All right, get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, a 2. 1. Okay, new number. New number is 71. First 3 people closest to 71 without going over. Where's my 71. First 3 people closest to 71 without going over. Scrolling back, let's see. Joanne had 69. She'll probably be one of them. I'm going to write it down. I might have to scratch your name off. But I think you had it. With 69, you probably had one. Okay. I know you didn't have. Yeah, 69. Okay, I'm scrolling back. Let's see. Closest. See, Ann Makes has 67. So I think it's going to be Ann Makes at 67. Let me see who was the next closest. 71 without going over. Scrolling back. Y'all help me out here on this last one. Let's see, I'll have to go down into the 50s. Pamela B, maybe? Is it Pamela B? Yeah. Pamela B. Pamela, do I have 3. I think I have 3 Pamelas. Pamela B, do I have your address? Okay. You might send it to me again, Pamela B. I'm pretty sure I do, but like I said, I have 2 or 3. I know I have at least 2 Pamela's. So here's my email again, because I cannot remember where everybody lives. So, yeah, I'm the Pamela in XYZ state. Well, you're welcome. And I know Ann Makes and Joanne, I have theirs because I sent them something kind of recent. So there we go. All right. Ann Makes, Joanne, and Pamela B. Okay. So those are all go out in a couple days because I have to varnish them and let the varnish dry. All right. So now let me back up the camera again. Let's back up. Beep, beep, beep. I'll probably have to adjust the lighting. All right. Oh, wait. I got to put some of these down here for the pumpkin to sit on so it doesn't. It's probably dry enough that it won't stick, but I'm not going to take any chances. I can still see some wet spots up here, like right there. So let me take the heat gun to it for just one more time. Then we're going to paint a little bit, and then I want to I'd like to kind of stencil some of these areas and then paint it in. Which way do I want to do it? Do I want to stencil and then paint, or paint and stencil? Let me dry a little bit. Let's dry. And I think what I'll do on the bottom is I'll put one big dragon eye, Devon's dragon eye stencils. I'll put a big dragon eye right on the bottom of the pumpkin, Okay, I might have to do some more drawing, but for now, okay, let me pour out a little bit more of my matte medium because I'm almost, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. All right. I should have put that paper underneath. I'm probably going to be sorry I didn't. I'll pour out a little bit more matte medium. I mean, it's lifted up off the table right now. We'll see. I might have to do a little rearranging. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a brush. A medium-sized brush. Something like this, maybe. Okay, so, no, that's going to be too big. I'm going to have to get a smaller brush. Something in between. I got to find a... No, that one, maybe this one's a little small, but okay. So what I'm going to start with is like here at the castle. All right. So let me pick this. I'm going to try to leave it up off the, I'm going to have to put some more paint things up under there. Paint jars. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I have some black here, is like we're around the castle here. Okay. Does the heat from the heat tool shorten the life of the pumpkin? Oh, I don't know. Probably, Arlene. All right, so I'm going to paint around the castle here, around the top. And this is the stuff that's going to take a while, and I'm obviously not going to finish it, right? Just like when, oh, and I was going to show you my book again, my collage book that I'm working in. There's a little flag right there. I want to keep that flag. Go around that turret. See, now there's a little piece of wet matte medium right there. So this is all the stuff that takes the longest. Let's go around here. But I'm going to take my time because I don't have to finish it on camera. But when I finish it, I will do a little short and take some pictures for Instagram. And I'll show the pictures on the next stream. I'll show the pictures on Wednesday. Because I don't know if I'll have the pumpkin on Wednesday. Okay. But thanks everybody for hanging in there and hanging out with me while I paint my pumpkin, collage and paint. See right there, that's not glued down right there. That needs to come off. Little piece of paper right there. I'll paint some leaves and trees and branches and other things. Little flag right there. I'll do some different areas and some, like maybe we'll try to do a little stencil. But again, I don't want to have to rush because I want it to look good at the end of the day, you know. So I think you can kind of see. And I'll put some little, what do you call it? Like where the flag poles go and all that. I will do that with like a small pen or ink. All right, so now let's see here. I'm thinking. I'll try to set it up on end here. Okay, so let's go right in here. I'm not going to do anything on the bottom right now because it's going to be too hard to hold and move if I've got wet paint every side. So the bottom will just have to be done off camera. All right, so what I want to do though is I think I'll go ahead and try to put some stencil. There's a piece right here that needs to be glued down better. So let me just stick my finger in the matte medium right there and glue that little piece down. Okay. There's another piece of paper right there. Can't reach it. All right. So all this right in here, this is kind of green and teal. Let's just pick up these two colors right here. Let's pick up these two, and I'm also going to show you that I'm going to glue other things on top. So it's not just this stuff that's glued down here, but those other pieces that I have. So let's put some teal to blend this piece. I have to lift it. I can't just slide it because then I'll be peeling everything off. All right, so let's do this right in here. Let's put some teal and some of the green here. I'm just going to pick it up with my finger. I can put some little branches and things after I get the smaller images glued down. All right, so let's see what I want to do. I want to stencil before I glue the little pieces down. There's that piece right there that needs to come up. There we go. I got it. Okay, and I'll have to paint that in while I turn it over. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop. Let me dry this. I want to get the stencil in those two sections, I think. All right, clean my brush. All right, let's dry this. One section at a time. Hi, Cindy. No, it's not good. He'll just set it on his desk, Cindy. Okay, let's try just to do this little section right here. And then I'll have to hold it up after I do it because I can't make it stand up on end while I work on it. You know what I mean. All right, let's see. Let me get another. Let me find another sponge. Do I have one handy? Here we go. Oh. Okay. Get another sponge. They're just makeup sponges, and the other one was just another kind of makeup sponge, you know, whatever. All right, so now I'm going to get the copper here that we were using for the other thing. And now I'm going to take the small eye here. I'm going to pick up some. I'm just going to fold the sponge here and just pick up some of the copper. Dab. Don't want it thin. No water in the sponge. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try. Let's see if we can do this. If it doesn't turn out, I'll just paint over it. Okay. I really just want those scales. I just kind of want the scales to show. I don't care if it really looks just like the eye. It may, but see the scales? Well, you may not be able to see it. Let's put some more scales in there. Let's go to the bigger one here, right underneath of it. And then I'm going to glue, you know, some image over it anyway. All right, let's see here. Let's get in the crevice. Okay, another some more scale right there. Okay, did I pick up a little piece of something there? Let me get my blue, get my green here. There we go. Until it is varnished, it's susceptible to scratching off. So we have to be careful. All right, so you can kind of see how it's going with the scales. So I'm going to try everywhere that there's a blank spot, I'm going to start by putting in scales. And then I'm gluing over it and painting over it. All right, let's go. Let's do one more section down here. Okay. And see, I'll have to turn it over to get any lower down here. See? So that kind of fills in the areas, if you will. All right, I do need to try to get one more farther down. Let's see if I can do that. Probably not. Okay, it did. All right, now let me dry that. See, I got to be careful there. Okay, now I'm going to try to do a little section. This would probably be easier if I was willing to cut this stencil up, but am I willing to cut it up? I'm going to have to cut some of it off because I can't get up to the, I can't get close enough with that there. All right, let's see here. Put some right in there. Yeah, I'm going to have to, that's not going to work. Yeah, it's too tight in there to get the stencil to mold. Y'all can't see it, but there's a big dip right there. So I'm just going to have to do some, like maybe with a copper, do some, just do some dots. I really don't want to do too far because I'm not done painting over here. But you'll get the idea. Just fill in. I'm going to fill in with the copper. Okay, so now, fill this in right here because I scratched it off. All right, now I want to decide what image I want to put right in here. So do I want this dragon? Because I got the other dragon on the back, so I don't need that dragon. Let's see, maybe him. So he might go right there. That might be a good place for him. Heading toward the castle. All right, so let me dip that in the water. I don't have a paper towel handy. Okay, let me find a paper towel. Okay, now let's get the matte medium. Put plenty on there. Mold him in there. So there's going to be a bunch of small images in between. Hang on, and I'll tilt it a little so you can see it. Okay, let me get over the top. A little bit more down here. But it is hard to see. It's not the best project to stream because you can't see everything I'm doing. But I think you get the idea of what I'm doing. But, the camera's only facing one way. All right, now let's dry this. And when it's varnished, it makes it all look so cohesive. All right, so can you see him down there a little bit? All right, so now I want some more. See, then the next section is this. And I'm going to want some more teal colors in it. Okay, wait, I missed a spot right there. Hang on, I missed a spot. Missed a spot of gluing. Got to take your time. You really got to take your time with this. Okay. There we go. All right, now teal color in here. Let me get a different brush. Get back over here with my teal and my green. It's kind of like the space behind the portal thing there. And I do like the wrinkles look like lightning. So I'm probably going to try to accent those and make it even more, make those wrinkles really stand out. Okay, so let's do here. And I'm going to turn it over, then get some more, try to get some more stencil over here. So I'm just kind of blending it all out. Oops, didn't mean to get that black on there. Go. I'll tilt it here in just a second because I know you can't see. Okay. So you see I'm kind of painting it in. Bye, Sandra. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's see. I want a little of this green down in here. Maybe a little of this copper right in here. Hang on, I'll tilt it up again. And probably a bucket of stars wouldn't hurt on this either. But again, I really can't do that. So I have to do the stencil and after do this and after it's got to be in steps. So yeah. But some stars flying around on it is probably going to be good too. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Stencil. Let me just move all these out of the way for a minute. I think I want one of these watches or clocks. Do I have a smaller one? Somewhere up in here. That'll be good. You know? All right, let me do the stencil. Back to that. Are y'all bored? Thank you, Desert Nana. All right, let's see here. don't really care about having the iris there. I just want scales. See, oops. Because then after the scales are on, I can go back in with, you know, some of those little people and stuff. But I am liking this stencil. It'd be easier if I cut it apart, but I'm kind of hesitant to cut it up. But I really need to cut it up. So you can start to see. Okay, can I get down there any further without touching this? Yeah, not much. But I do like your stencil if you're still here, Devin. Okay, let me dry that. All right, let's see what do I want. Maybe him and this, or her and this. I like him in this. Okay, let's wet these two down. Okay. Get those pieces wet. Come back in here with my matte medium. Let's put a little bit more on him. So I want it to be like a whole scene, right? With all these different elements. And they each have to be painted in one by one. Okay. Let's dry this. Thanks, Tina. I hope so, Arlene, at the end of the day. Not the end of today. Hang on, let me try this and I'll show y'all this little section. Hi, Arlene. Well, that's sitting up for just a minute. Let me get my brush back again. Let's go with this green, maybe this green. Okay, yeah. Because I want to fill in behind this dragon here. Needs a little bit more glue up under there, but I got to wait till that dries before I can touch it and put some glue up under there. Okay. A little more glue right there. I can find little places that need to be glued a little better. All right, so we can see how we're going here. And again, I'll blend them in with paint. Next over here, we're going toward the dragon. And then up in here. I'll probably put some little branches. I don't know if I want them to be gold or, you know, like tree branches kind of flittering through, or I can do mist, which I usually do mist on them too. I think let's cover that up right here. Do a mist flowing through the whole thing. Okay, a little more green right in here. A little teal. Okay, Samantha's texting me. I'm going to answer her real quick. She's probably in between classes. Okay. All right, so you can see how I'm starting to paint around his face right there and right in here. So I think, guys, I'm probably going to stop because it's getting hard to not touch a wet place. Maybe right in here. Let me just maybe try to get one more stencil piece in here. It's getting hard not to find a place to touch. And when you touch it, when it's wet, you can peel off the paper. It has to be 100% dry. And then, you know, when the varnish, once it's varnished, it's good. But until then, you have to be careful of any wet areas because you touch it, you're going to peel off the paper from the pumpkin. All right, let me dry this and then I will just put a little more stencil. And there's another little passageway right in there. That'll be cool. I'll try to hold that up. All right, let's see. Let me dry this. Okay, let me get let's do the stencil. Okay, so you can see where I'm starting to do the stenciling down there. So that's all I'm going to do, guys, because I really need to let it sit and dry and harden a little, and then I can come in here and fussy paint. But yeah, it's coming along. This side we didn't get too much too. This side's going to have a staircase. There's a staircase right here that's coming up into here. And then, oh wait, I do need to put, well, no, I don't want to put a stencil there yet because I got to paint some of this first. So, and yeah, then we'll probably put a watch or a clock in here. So anyway, okay, guys, I think this is going to be it. This is going to be it for today. But I hope y'all got some ideas if you decide to paint one. It is a little bit of work, and I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit of work, and you do have to wet your images so they'll mold to the pumpkin. And while the images are wet, they're susceptible to being torn, scratched. You have to really be careful and take your time and then paint it in, and but I will thanks, Tori. I will be I'll finish it. I won't let Hubster take it to work till Thursday because I want to at least show you guys the finished one. So I'll finish it and varnish it and everything before Wednesday. Same thing for y'all's little giveaways, the little ornaments, if you will. We'll do a little, I want to make sure they're all painted and varnished and everything and dry before I put them in envelopes. So you're welcome. Thanks, guys. Hi, Zinjin. Anybody else I might have missed? Thank you, Kat. And y'all don't forget to go watch Kat and Paste. She has new videos up. She has a little story, and I think she got, the last I saw was 2 new videos. So y'all go make sure and watch Cat and Paste. Janet, let me find her if she's around here somewhere. Janet comes on at 1, and there's her channel, Janet M. Young. She's going to show the rest of the postcard swap today. So y'all go check her out. And hopefully y'all didn't get too many freezes. I saw them, but hopefully y'all didn't have too many freezes. So yeah, so thanks everybody for being here again. And we will see you at Janet's in about an hour and a half. Well, about an hour and a half. Thanks, guys. All right, y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you over there. Bye, guys.